This, to me, is massive. This says so much about the history of women in our country. She went to her boss at the Playboy institution she worked for, was like a Playboy club or something, and she reported that she had been drugged and raped, and the boss said, hey, this guy's important to us, shut up. I think that's what it is. It's profound.
And that was the culture. And I really think that now it's both not having the internet, that was the culture with women. Now that as any suppressed group, the more we evolve, the more they start to have a voice. And I think that that's why so many women feel comfortable now coming forward about this and are finally being able to, you know, have something said. The problem with this document as well was even his attorney, I feel like, has resigned. He was like, his only reason for not wanting the document to come out is because he said it was embarrassing.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Has Cromwell ever taken a Quaalude?
Have I ever taken one? Maybe.
Maybe. I have not ever taken a Quaalude.
I have been around Bill Cosby once or twice before, so who knows? He might have slipped me one. Just joking. But I'm actually really happy that this has come out now. Like you said, maybe these victims are going to be vindicated. I mean, what has been happening here is that people have been confusing Bill Huxtable, or what's his name, Dr. Huxtable,
the character,
the man Bill Cosby, and that's been the issue. No one wants to believe him. Everyone wants to talk about his power, his money, his influence, but now he's been exposed for the real monster he is, and I hope these survivors feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, from the audience. Go ahead.
Dr. Drew, and to the panel and also to the audience members, I think it's very important that we understand that a person in a situation such as Bill Cosby, if we were in the same situation, we'd want to have some clarity.
Some due process.
Some clarity, exactly.
Yeah.
These are, in fact, allegations. I understand there was a previous case, but...
Well, but now
he just admitted it.
No, it's admitted.
I understand.
We've seen it in the court document.
I understand it's in a court document, but as we all know, just because it was in a court document in a previous case does not mean that it may serve to vindicate or have persons vindicated in a current case that may be coming up.
Well, we're still talking about old cases. A lot of these are, you know, from the 70s or 80s, and they just haven't been able to come forward, and maybe didn't even feel comfortable from being a victim or from not having...
Ariva.
Yeah, I just want to clarify, these aren't court documents. He made this statement under oath in a deposition. And a deposition is a question-answer session where I ask you questions and you answer, and you raise your hand and you swear to tell the truth like you would in a court of law. So these are his words. This isn't written by lawyers.
Why would he lie about something?
Statement under oath.
You would think if he were to lie, he'd lie the other way. Like say, no, I didn't do that. But Shagun, you want to comment?
Yeah, I just don't understand why everybody's so surprised. You had a rich, powerful man. It's been known in Hollywood. It's one of those dirty secrets that everybody in Hollywood has known. Comedians have joked about it. The reason the story even broke was Hannibal Buress did a stand-up bit where he actually mentioned it. Months ago, all right, I went on TV and said I think he's guilty. I don't care if 50 of the women are lying. If he raped one woman, he's a rapist.
But
so the fact that more are coming out just fuels what everybody didn't want to, because I agree with Karamo that everybody was like, oh my God, he's our TV dad, Jello pudding pops, Fat Albert, and all of that. He's a rapist.
All right, from the audience here, yes, ma'am.
I just kind of wanted to know, as a 25-year-old woman in 2015, why I have to wear longer dresses and cover up myself instead of teaching men in 2015 not to rape people. I don't understand why it's like against these women. People are like, oh, they were just in it for the money. They were just in it to be around the fame. I'm sorry, like they were dressing that way, so they wanted to be part of the party scene or whatever. Why do we have to change the way that we are, and why can't we just teach men not to rape people?
It's a pretty reasonable thing. A pretty reasonable thing, and I wouldn't extrapolate from him to men in general, though I would. But I would extrapolate to a historical moment. I mean, there really is. Women were. It's a long distance from where he was, where a woman could be raped and told to shut up by her boss. That's to me is I hope the feminist scholars get their hands on this, because it so speaks volumes, Ginger.
Well, and I think it's good, and I think with this, as tragic as it is, we're getting there. In the 70s, I think if these women had come forward, and some of them may have, people would have said, oh, be quiet, he's famous. In 2001 through 2005.
Now they go to social media and it's game on.
Yeah,
and now it's a mob piles on.
I think misogyny still sticks in our country, especially because a lot of women are still scared to come forward.